Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another glorious Soviet Sunday, where we're continuing our mini Let's Play of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I'm very excited for today's session, folks. Again, this constant development south of the river is absolutely huge and very interesting to see unfold, at least in my opinion, as the person kind of trying to lead it not astray. What's the opposite of leading something astray? Lead it right? Anyway, but not just that. This session, we should also be seeing the first automobiles on the road, and not ones that we buy from the depot, but ones that our citizens purchase themselves from the dealer and then drive around in. So I'm very curious to see how those systems all come together and how they work, and it'll be good for us to know before we push too far forward with our expansion to the south, so we can kind of understand the limitations of how cars work. Absolutely wild seeing the old city compared to the new city and how different they look and feel. Folks, I just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below, especially if you would like to see the series continue. I've said it countless times, likes and comments let me know when you're interested in something, and they directly influence what I do more or less of on the channel. Plus, I enjoy reading through all the comments. I enjoy looking through all your suggestions and thoughts and feedback, opinions, jokes, whatever it might be. It's always a good time. I genuinely enjoy looking through all the comments, and they also, influence my decision-making process. So keep them coming, folks. Now, there's a lot to do, and we're going to start, I think, in this little corner over here, which is kind of where we left off last session in terms of getting the farms up and running properly over here, because honestly, we should not be facing the issues we've been facing over here in general, especially with meat storage, with the livestock farm not having enough crops. This was supposed to be a bit of a breadbasket. It was supposed to be transporting food all the way up to Farminsky, supplementing Farminsky's supply, but that's just not been happening because we haven't been producing it quickly enough. And even down over here, I mean, sure, we've got another farm, but we might want to get some more actual fields down as well. Because, yeah, we have a population of over 12,000. It's not easy feeding that many people. On the bright side, unemployment's kind of low, so that's nice to see. And significantly fewer 21 pluses living with their parents, so that's nice to see as well. But yeah, folks, so we're gonna very quickly try and sort things out over here, maybe add some more fields. And I think all I'll do here is get a farm, like a small farm, or maybe a pair of small farms, and get a barn or a pair of barns or something, and then from that barn I'll have a truck take things back to this barn over here, because then this barn will be able to supply crops to the food factory as well as the micro brewery, and that should make things a little bit easier. And plus, this is where the vehicles come to take crops to the livestock farm, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, yes, that's how that works. Let me just double check over here. I believe, yeah, you go to the livestock farm to unload. You load food at the barn, then you unload at the road cargo station. Right, because we were emptying food out from this small barn, right? But that's already been done. So we can get rid of you. And then at the road cargo station, you're supposed to load crops, which is this road cargo station, if I'm not mistaken, over here, right? Yeah. Load oh, wait, you can't load crops from here. Right, okay, sorry. Just gotta adjust this thing. So you need to go over here to load crops. And then go back to the livestock farm. Yes, that's what I need you to do. Let me just check everybody else is set up properly. From the small barn, you're loading crops to store it at the St. Partia grain storage. Yeah, that's the one up over here. Again, that's to try and help supplement the crops up at Farminsky. And I believe I have 2 trucks doing that. Indeed, I do. So hopefully we can get all this stuff kind of sorted with our initial movements over here. I think I'm going to hit play. I don't think I need to wait for... Oh, you know what? No, there's one thing I want to do before I hit play. I lied, folks. Sorry, that's not going to be the first thing we tackle. The first thing we tackle is going to be our fire station situation over here, because I don't know if we need power for fire to... for the trucks to be moving. How do you not have power? How do you not have power? Oh, I know why not. Because no one's working here right now. Fair enough. So we've got, I believe, a couple of buses. Let's go ahead and find all our vehicles here. I believe list of vehicles, list of road vehicles, buses only. And I just want to look here. We've got the 672s. They're both headed to the coal power plant. These guys are related to construction offices. I think I need to actually build or purchase a new microbus. I think that's where I left the last session. Let me just check here real quick. All related vehicles. Yeah, both vehicles are coming here with no other stops, right? Yes. So let's go ahead and buy another microbus all the way up over here. We've already purchased one, and it's supposed to go to the trolley bus stop and the fire station. All right, cool. I was so sure that'd fix that. All right, cool. So now we should be able to prevent fires from, destroying buildings and livelihoods. Oops, is all I can say with regards to that. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit play. Let time move forward. Hopefully our construction offices, you know what, let's go ahead and assign you to, I guess I can't, right? Because, yeah, it's not built yet. Go ahead and increase the auto search. Let them get to work. Let everything be built now. I think we're in a position where things can be built now. But yes, let's hit play. Money's looking good, 6.6. We're almost back to square one, as one of you very eloquently put it in the comments. I believe 8 million rubles is what we started with, so feeling pretty good about that. And apart from that, yeah, unemployment is looking good. Our demographics are looking good. Everything's looking pretty good. Our uneducated number is pretty high still. But, it's dropped significantly, actually. It went from close to, what, 2.9k down to 2.5. It's on the uptick again, but we're doing okay. Unfortunately, our basic education and our university education is dropping as well. Let's not look at those charts. All right, let's hit play. I'm feeling pretty comfortable about where we're sitting right now, but let's go ahead and, yeah, figure out what we want to do over here. Because I'll have to get a bus to bring people over there as well, and I might actually build a road down from over here. That should make it a bit more convenient. So let's go ahead and first things first, take a look at our modded farm stuff. Get our small farm maybe down over here, because again, right, there's it's all just going to connect to a barn. And now the barn, let me look at the storage here first. The small barn has 2 points of entry for the cargo, the factory connections. So I can maybe put this down over here. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll put you down over here. Again, we're not auto building or anything. I'm just trying to figure this out first. If we put this down over here, and we get our farms down, one over here like so. Right? Yeah, like so. Another one over here, like so. I like how kind of messy this area looks, I'm going to be completely honest, because it feels like an actual rural kind of collective of farms. Get you over there, and then we'll get another one over here. These guys should be able to service quite a bit. So if I do this kind of a thing, there we go. Move you a little bit closer. Okay, beautiful. Then we get our farm factory connections from here to here. From here to... Oh, too sharp of a turn. That's fine. We'll sort that out. Not a problem. Go ahead back to my mods. Back to my farm. Is that too sharp a turn? How about that? That might work. Too sharp a turn. It's okay. A little bit of fiddling required is all. Too sharp a turn. What about... Got to give it a little bit more room is all. Oh, something like that. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful is a strong word, but beautiful is what I'm going to stick with. So we can connect you over here. Too steep of a descent. I don't like that. Obviously, that doesn't help anybody. See if we can't smooth this out a little bit. Raised terrain. Nah, it's probably too densely packed. That's not a problem. Let's go ahead and demolish you. Glad I didn't rush all these buildings or anything. But I think we'll pay for these. We don't have to build these. We've got bigger construction projects. We can, what's the word I'm looking for? Have our allies help us build this. Support the collective of Soviet republics. Act in a united manner, almost. And let's go ahead and get that farm down. I think we should be fine now. Yeah. Looking better. Need flat. Oh, there we go. Let's just flatten it a bit more. Just smooth it all out. There we go. Height from center, please. Thank you. Because again, I gotta fit the actual farms in here as well. Like the fields, I mean. They gotta fit in here as well. Alright, that should be close enough. I should be able to flatten it now, like so. Come on, there we go. And done, done, done. Are you dropping construction material off over here? Because that's what it's looking like. That's the problem with construction offices having automated search radiuses. I'm pretty sure radii is the word I'm looking for. They'll get to work like this. Now, I'm not complaining, though. This actually works out quite nicely, so that's fine. But that's kind of why I didn't have it on. All right, so this, you know, bit of a mess maybe, but we've got 1, 2, 3 farms in close proximity. What I could do is, rather than roads, I might be able to get footpaths. No, there are no footpath connections, of course. So let's go ahead. I'll probably make a bus stop somewhere over here. Where's my pass-through bus stop? There it is. I'll do the infrastructure. I could probably put this down like somewhere over here. Or over here, maybe. No, I don't want to flatten it that way. I want to go ahead from center. There we go. This is certainly going to be an interesting space. It's relatively rocky, so it's going to be a lot of smaller fields and stuff, I think. I'm curious to see how well this space actually works. Come on, dig faster. There we go. And getting people all the way down here from Brixtonia, it's going to be an interesting challenge. Making it all work smoothly. Okay, let's go ahead and flatten you. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. A little bit more flattening, maybe. I'll need to... Hopefully this isn't too steep. We'll find out. There we go. Come on. Oh, fine. Make me adjust my train more. There. We got the road up over here. Just gotta smooth you out a bit. Sides are too steep. Might need to flatten this a bit more. Not a problem. Do the level train from level train average setting. That should smooth it out a bit more. Give it a kind of more of a gradient slope. Looks like it did the job. Almost. I just wish the flattening command did a better job of translating. Like of actually flattening. Like when you hold right click, sometimes it doesn't actually flatten the train completely. That always confuses me. It's like, but I pressed the button that would do the thing. There we go. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. So you get off at the bus stop, and then, you know, you walk over to the farms in the area. I'm fine. I'm kind of fine with this being a dirt path for now. We'll maybe make it a proper road afterwards when this is all up and running. But this is nothing without the actual fields. Obviously, they'll tend to these fields as well. Very easy connection over here, so that's fine. But I want to make sure we're actually tending to more fields. It's got another big field, maybe. I think it'll all have to be medium fields, just because of the lay of the land here. Medium fields should fit. Need a little bit of flattening, potentially. I can definitely do small fields. I can get more fields up over here as well. Okay, let's see. Start with a small field, maybe over here. I don't think I can do a medium field up over here. I'll have to do a small field. All right, well, first, before we do that, let's go ahead and get our road here figured out. Because we can't just go straight down, obviously. The mountains are definitely going to come in our way. So let's see if we can't figure a way around the mountains. And again, the whole point of this area is that it's supposed to feel a bit more rural, a bit more organic, so I don't mind that the path is a little bit long. I mean, from a purely technical perspective, of course, I mind that the path is longer because it's slowing down the movement of my goods. But from a gameplay perspective and from a city building perspective, I like this organic layout that we're getting at Brixtonia and in this more kind of rural part of our nation. Obviously, we'll do a bit of flattening here and there, but we don't want to clear mountains because that's counter to our plan here, right? Of like making it feel like a again like a rural city built from a simpler time. Go ahead and remove that. I think I need to go around it this way. And yes, it is very much leading to wasted space. 100%. It's leading to wasted space. But again, that's part of the challenge. And I guess that's why I opted to do this, is because it's a part of the challenge. I guess if I can get you... Don't quite want to go all the way around this thing again. Wonder if there is too steep of a descent or an angle of approach here that we could join into. Too steep of a descent, might need to do a little bit of flattening up there. Or nah, that's not quite working. Let's see. A little bit of flattening over here. That's it's a bit more than I would like, actually. A lot more than I would like. Oh my god, that's an entire... We just grew a mountain there. No, that's not what I'm going for here. Let's lower that. Why does it actually want to raise it so much? It's so weird to me. Level terrain height from center. Let's try that. It's just not lowering it anymore. Drop it, drop it, drop it. I don't know if I don't have the right equipment available or what, but that is taking its time. Let's double speed it. This terraforming works faster when you're double speeding as well. All right. I don't want to double speed too much right now because I do want to keep my eyes on some of the trains and stuff that were causing me trouble at the end of last session. Okay, there we go. Come on now. There we go. Some other infrastructure's in the way. You are the infrastructure. Sides are too steep over here. I guess I could smooth this out a little bit. Just a little bit, preferably. The other option is, of course, to build a tunnel, but again, I don't feel like a tunnel is in keeping with the idea here. That's not working. That's not working. Let's go through the gap over here, potentially. Too steep of a descent. There's a lie. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, bus comes from here, loops around. Where is this going? Oh, are you taking steel to the exports? Yes. So bus comes from here, loops down, goes around, hops over to this bus stop. People disperse and go to work across the board. That seems reasonable to me. I can pay for all this, no problem. Let's go ahead and plan the fields out first, though. So again, I'm guessing it'll have to be some small fields. Won't really be able to fit big fields here, so let's go ahead and get one there. Need flat terrain. Might do a bit of flattening over here. Might do a bit of flattening over here as well. Yep. Height from center. Hopefully this works. Might be a bit much. Might be a bit much. Just that center area over there. Okay. I hate when you can't really, like, tell if it's working or not. Typically from a high vantage point. I don't know if that made anything better or worse. Let's see what the issue is here. It's a little bump. Alright. Drop you down. Now I'm kind of wondering if this is also not really in keeping with our don't over terraform MO. Hard to make that judgment call sometimes, I'll be completely honest. I think this is fine. Nah, you know, it's not going to work without us really overdoing it. What about over here? We can fit a small one over there. We can fit a medium one, maybe? Nah, not enough room. Up over here, we should be able to fit a medium one. With a little bit of flattening, maybe. What about up over here? Can't build on water. Oh, but we can do that. Excellent. Pop you down over there, buddy. And pop another one down over here. What about a large one? Nah. Oh, maybe. No, that's not gonna work. Let's stick with the medium one. Pop this down over here. Get another one down. Or I could maybe get 2 in the same space if I do this. 1 over here. And another one over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful countryside for when people arrive, you know, or drive by over here should another nation have its, have small cities on this side. Beautiful countryside. We've got 1 field over there, a bunch of fields up there. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot fit a medium over here. But I can fit some smalls. Some smalls over here as well. Now, let's see. 1 over here. And then 1 over here. And thought I saw another spot somewhere here. No, I guess it was this one. All right, so let's get a small field here. And a small field up here as well. I think that's enough for now. Let's go ahead and get the gravel roads down. We're gonna upgrade you for sure. Everything else that's planned first. So we're gonna have this connection over here. I have this connection over here. Pull you over. Okay, a little bit of flattening. There we go. Connect you down here. Beautiful. Now up over here. Gotta have a straight connection down, hopefully. Almost. Too steep of an incline. What's this looking like here? It's a little lump like that. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Smooth this out, and that'll do the trick. So level train average. Yeah, that should solve that problem, I think. Close. Perfect. Beautiful. Can you connect? No, we're too tight. This is something that really bothers me. Is like, it's not, it shouldn't, this shouldn't be a problem. This should be fine. Really shouldn't be a problem. Like, yeah, there's not enough of a gap between these two, I guess. Fair enough. I don't know, that always has thrown me off a little bit. Especially for farms, because they're farms. That they shouldn't be so, like, they should be, you should be allowed to make them a bit more organic. But it's fine. Go ahead and do that. This gravel road continuing up over here, like so. Hopefully we can, yep, pull the connection out this way. Connect you and you. Connect all of you as well. Yep, beautiful. Get this road continuing this way. Let's go ahead and pull the road up over here first. Then connect this over here. Should be able to. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, yes, there we go. And connect you over here. Beautiful. So that should be relatively easy to service. It's almost like the farm should have been even further out, honestly. It's almost like my my collection of farms should have been over here. But it's one thing or another moving. It's either buses moving or it's you know, field equipment, tractors and stuff moving. I think this will be fine because we have the field over here. 1, 2. Come on now. Too steep of a descent. Let's see. Come on. Alright, might need to smooth this out a bit more. Yeah, I guess that's kind of steep. I guess that's kind of steep. Average it out. Yeah, I don't know if this will work. To be completely honest, I might need to send it a longer way around. Come on. Steep of an incline. Can't flatten this in any way. It's kind of silly to connect all the way out to there, but I might need to do that. Trying to see if there's any point of connection here. I don't think so. I mean, I could obviously get rid of this and then get rid of this as well. Flatten it all. just a touch. Get ourselves in a slightly more level situation without overdoing it. And that should allow me to connect. No, it's too steep over here. Okay. How about now? Still too steep of an incline. Come on, game. I don't think that's too steep. Really? Still too steep? Genuinely surprised. I've done steeper. Not like in real life, I mean in the game. This is maybe taking a bit too much. Yeah, not quite. Not quite happy with how much I have to modify the train here. Okay, what about if we do this? If we connect over here instead. I imagine there's a connection to be had here. There we go. So what we can do instead is get that small farm around on this side. Small field, I should say, around on this side. Beautiful. Still using the space. Still using the space. All right, so we can pay for the construction of all the roads. We can pay for the construction of all these farms and stuff. We need to get a bus moving people down over to here. Over to this bus stop, rather. And that'll be good. 6.8 million. We've got the money. Let me just do a quick check before I do all this. I want to see things are moving fine. Yes, they are. I want you to stop loading fabric because we're going to stop selling fabric. We might sell some clothes just to supplement the lost income there. And let's actually go over here and get the fabric factory. Sorry, before I forget to do this. Chemicals are being brought in. Yep. Yes, okay, so we're not taking fabric away anymore. And I believe this warehouse is devoid of fabric. Yes, so now this clothing factory has more than enough fabric to keep producing clothes. The clothes situation should be solved. And actually, the other thing I wanted to check was workers are coming down here fine. And unfortunately, we are still paying for crops. Really hope that gets... I really hope we can get over that soon. I want to stop paying for crops. It's been happening for too long. Anyway, let's go ahead and pay for all this. So let's get our small barn over here. Again, part of me almost wonders if I shouldn't have a road cargo station, but I feel like that's overcomplicating this section, if I'm completely honest. Go and get all these farms built. Let's get our roads built as well. Pay for each and every one of these. Oh man. I wish you could undo. Hang on. No, that's unacceptable. All right, this is the second time in this entire playthrough, I believe, that I've reloaded a quick save. I've never, I wanted to not use dollars, and the silly misclick is gonna do that? No, I'm not gonna, nah, that's not okay. That's not okay. I hope y'all don't mind, but that was uncool. I've always hated that those buttons are so close, and I've been waiting for the day that I make that mistake, and it finally happened. It finally happened. All right, so thankfully the quick save, the autosave rather, wasn't too far back. Just have to go ahead and pay for these. I'm making sure I click on the correct button here, and let's go ahead and hit play as well. There we go. It's all rubles, all day long. Thank you. Yeah. Now I'm always going to be nervous when I go to pay for construction. I thought I misclicked that one again. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Let's get her done. I'm gonna pay for anything in dollars. What do you think I am? What do you think I am? What is this sabotage? Get all this done. Again, I don't want to have to wait for these to be built. I need to solve the food problem right away, so we're giving some business to our Soviet allies. And, yeah. Making sure that our people are more easily fed. Everything they need to be fed. Now, I haven't had a food shortage in a while, I'm pretty sure. I say that with pride. Fairly confident, but it's the meat and stuff that is a problem, obviously. All right, that's all connected. Good stuff. These are all built as well. Yep. Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get our bus that we want moving. How many people down to the farm? Actually, do I even need people down to the farm? No. Right, the farms work on their own, don't they? Yep, the farms work on their own. I don't even need the bus. Why do I... Anyway, we'll keep this here for now. It's not really a problem. Hasn't really eaten up that much space, but I'm glad I didn't pay for it. But let's go ahead and purchase our equipment, though. We need a combine, a covered hull, and a tractor for each of these. So let's go ahead and buy combine, the covered hull, and the... I mean, again, it's so confusing. I'm going to try this one. It should be better. It should be better. Let's try it. Why not? And I imagine I need to get power down here as well. I don't think these guys can work without power. Go ahead and do that. And then over here as well. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, and 3. All right, good stuff. Let's go ahead and pay for our factory connections as well. I'm gonna start construction of plant infrastructure and then pay for them individually. I wasn't sure if there was other stuff elsewhere, but it seems like there wasn't. All right, cool. 6.5, still decent money. Oh no, looks like we don't need power over here. This buddy over here is moving already. Auto searched and assigned. Auto searched and assigned here as well. Can we assign? There's no road connection. Of course there's a road connection. What are you talking about? You're connected, buddy. You're already assigned there. Oh, right, the bus stop. Right. All right, well, okay. So we know we can fit it over here. We know it's not necessary. Let's go ahead and demolish this. Yes, I'm so glad I didn't spend anything on it. Make this connection here. There we go. There we go. Now this should work. Beautiful. Beautiful. And let's get you working on some of these further ones, because you're technically closer to them. I wonder if they can share the responsibility. Or if it has to be up to, if one farm has to be assigned to one field. One way to find out. This is field number 9. Let's see what happens here when I assign field number 9. Yeah, it looks like it has to be a 1-to-1. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see how this split works for us for now. We'll see how that works for us. And the crops should start coming through soon. Well, it'll take some time. Some of these will get harvested soon. And then a truck will have to take the food all the way over to here. Or take the crops, rather, I should say. I'm wondering if I want to make this into a main road rather than just gravel. Have vehicles moving a little bit faster down that, because there's a lot of important transportation that's happening. Make it an asphalt road, auto build. I say yes. I say we upgrade this. This is no longer a small, farming section. This is very quickly becoming a very important agricultural area. There we go. So now I should be able to get a... Let's start with a single covered hull. Bringing crops from here to here. You started. Load crops, unload crops. Cool. Be relatively easy. I mean, it's going to take some time, obviously. But how else are you going to do it? I want to have a centralized hub. I have to transit it somehow, right? So I think it'll be fine. All right, cool. So that's that taken care of. Hopefully everything here is assigned. Looks to be the case. Yep. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, we're good. Oh my god, look at that. It's just sitting there. Harvested crop ready to transport. 326 tons. Nothing's coming here to pick it up. Why? I wish I could see the bottom. I can't even scroll down. Everything is alright with this field. No, that is very much not the case. Why is this not being tended to? Let's get this farm on the job. That's a problem. Where's your truck? What's this truck up to? This truck's all the way over here. Oh, okay, no, that's close enough as well. I almost wonder if I need another farm over here. Because, yeah, that's ridiculous. 319 tons, 320 tons, 205 tons, 186, so much is just sitting there, wasting away. Now, I could purchase, if I'm not mistaken, more covered hulls. One way to find out, right? And just tell them to go, yep, from there to, I guess I could send you there, but then it wouldn't load up here. Go from there to there, load crops, unload crops. Now that should do the trick as well. I feel like I need to reduce the gap a little bit. You know what I mean? Like help some of my farms along the way. Because that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. Watch buddy roll here. Been a while since we've gotten low with a truck or something, right? But yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe we have, what, 600, 700, maybe 800 tons of crops just sitting there out in the open fields. Meanwhile, people up at, well, people are fine, but the animals just down the street are starving. That doesn't make any sense to me. And it's because we're using these small farms but massive fields, right? That's the thing. Oh, great. Of course, now a different truck decides to show up here. I guess the reassignment has worked. So you've loaded up. You're gonna move out of the way. Buddy's gonna come through. I want to see this number drop. I want to make sure this is working properly and it's not bugged out. Okay, yeah, you're gonna come through. I love how it kicks up dust and everything. Alright, there we go. Yes. 12 tons at a time is gonna take forever. I might need to get some more trucks out here. I'm not complaining about that. You know, that's actually not a bad thing at all. That's not a bad thing at all because it'll ensure, like now that I've spotted the issue, we can solve the issue, right? If you don't know the problem, you can't solve it. We now know the problem. We've diagnosed the issue. Now we just have to administer the cure, basically. Starting with the one truck. Probably get a second truck over here. Let's go ahead and buy one to do the same thing with this space. Go to the same barn over there because it's so interconnected. No, not the microbrewery. Barn. Load up on crops, unload all the crops, and let's begin. Okay, let's start with just those two. Again, we've got the money we need to allow for these extra expenses and extraneous expenses, so we'll be fine. Power over here is coming through just fine, good stuff. The fire station has workers as well, good stuff. We're not going to have the disaster of, was it 1984 or 1983? I can't remember. Either way, we're not going to have it happen again. Roads being built. Yep, looks like we're seeing some progress down over here. Almost done there. This road is almost all done. Construction office is assigned. I think I need to assign another one, though. Go ahead and get you working on that. That construction's complete. Any other construction over here that needs work? Nope, it's also complete. All right, these roads are almost ready to go. We'll have the trolley buses coming soon. I find it so funny that the new expansion for City Skylines is adding trolley buses. It's just like, I don't think I've ever been on a trolley bus. I don't think so. I've been on trams, I've been on buses, I've been on trains, I've been on subways, I've been on bullet trains. I don't think I've ever been on a trolley bus. Honestly, didn't even know they were a thing until I started playing Workers and Resources. At least this, I don't remember them being a thing. Again, I've lived in, you know, I've lived in like Yugoslavia, I've been to Budapest, so if these cities, I say Yugoslavia and Budapest, I know it's country to city. I've lived in Belgrade, I've lived in Budapest, so if these cities have or had trolley buses when I was there in like the early 90s, then I'm sure I've seen them and been on them, but I don't remember them exist. I don't remember them as a concept, and I don't understand their value. I guess they run on electricity rather than fuel. So fair enough. But yeah, interesting. Always cool when you see new things or learn new things through video games. Always been something that I love about them. These people seem to be overall pretty happy. It's good to see. I think it's the number of giant statues we have. Definitely helps. A couple workers without jobs, which is unfortunate. This road also doesn't need to exist. We took down a bunch of trees for no good reason. I think we can cancel the road there. Wow, I feel like a bit of a... Ooh, fool. My apologies for the wasted time, because this was, you know, this took us a couple minutes to build. So, my bad there, folks. But I think it's fine overall in terms of the effect, the impact on our, on Brixtonia. All right, so now, let's finally talk about cars, shall we? We've got sellers, we've got buyers in queue, but we don't have any cars ready to sell. We can actually pick who's allowed to own a car. So only university educated, prefer younger, prefer higher government loyalty, and only when car parks aren't super occupied. Okay. We have no cars available, but we have a bunch of people who want to buy. We have one garage. Oh, it's so... Okay, interesting. Car does not have an owner assigned. That's fine. View reachable parking lots. Now, that's the other thing is like... So you can only go from parking lot to parking lot is what I've been told. I wish I could actually see what the range is. Do I have another parking lot over here? That's a pub. I could have sworn I was putting another parking lot down somewhere. So 309 meters is fine. I'm trying to figure out where I should put another one down to check the potential distances we can cover. All right, let's go ahead and build. See, it's funny to me that they can't come to the fire station, for example. Like, they cannot park at the fire station. They have to park at a lot near the fire station. So let's go ahead and build maybe a medium parking lot down over here. Should be able to get people for the hospital as well as the fire station. All right, what about a large one? Can I get a large parking lot fitting over here? I can. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at some of the custom modded parking lots then. Those tend to push the limits a bit. I think there's one with 32. Yes, we can either do this, or we can do the multi-level garage. I think I would do like the multi-level garage and how it looks. Have it facing the main road. Or have it facing that way. Feels like it fits nicer that way, doesn't it? If it didn't fit so nicely, I would stick with the regular parking lot. But it does fit very nicely. Alright, fine, game. You win this time. You win this time. So let's go ahead and pop you down over there. Done. Oh, haha. Almost auto-built that. So done placing you. Thank you. And let's go ahead and get the... feel like we can fit another parking lot here as well. Now the footprint's just too big. Just a little too big. Perpendicular parking, yeah, same issue. Oh, I might be able to do this. Now, I believe perpendicular parking people can pass through. So let's go ahead and try it here. Demolish this road a little bit. There we go. Only one way to learn if systems actually work how you expect them to, right? Can't build due to infrastructure. Alright. Let's demolish a bit more. There we go. Perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect, because I want it to face the other way. I want the... It wouldn't be a bad idea to have the footpath coming down this way, actually. Only because this garage can service these buildings. Maybe this parking lot can service buildings down over here. All right, fine. You know, fine. Let's do what I did already. Pop you back down over here, and let's go ahead and get our footpaths. Get you connected, and let's get you down to here. A little bit more room, maybe. Like so. I'm liking how this area is coming together a lot. The gas station here, almost tempted to pay for that. We have a construction office assigned to it. I'm tempted to pay for this for sure, but this should be pretty easy to make. Let's go ahead and assign some construction offices, shall we? I want as much of this city to be built by us as possible is the thing. It is a bit of hubris. It's most certainly a bit of hubris, but I want that that sense of accomplishment, if you will. Can't help myself in this case. There we go. And what we can do is we can, you know, triple speed it and hopefully get to a point where some of these things get built. Well, triple speed, double speed, you know what I mean. Now over here, hopefully crops are doing quite well as well. Yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. That was the problem. I didn't need more fields. I needed more things moving crops. Man. It's just because we'd overwhelmed the number of farms we had. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. And now we're going to get topped up over here. Way more than we can hold. And so the crops... Oh, that feels so good to finally solve this issue. Because now you're coming through. We're going to have over 100 tons there. We'll have even more by the time this thing comes through. Loading up on steel, bricks, and clothes. In fact, what's the clothing situation down over here? I haven't checked that in a while. Are we running out of clothes? Is that a problem right now? No, we're certainly not running out of clothes. Not over here, at least. What about down over here? Folks have clothes? Folks have clothes. Where are the clothes being stored? I thought they were stored here. They are. So we're out of... We have no, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Surplus. Oh, nope. Take it back. We have a surplus. We very much have a surplus. So where's the vehicle? Oh, we've stopped shipping clothes, I guess. Wow. I almost wonder if I should restart. We're so backed up, though. We have 22 tons there. How much do we have here? 26 tons here. Oh my god, thank god clothes aren't actually, like, perishable in this game. 12 workers can't work because there's no kindergarten. You're not able to walk to this one? I have staff on that one. This one... I guess it's a staff thing. We could add a large kindergarten over here. Or I could add a large one over here. I was thinking of putting a parking garage over here, though. I could do both. Let's wait until the sun rises. Yeah, 14 workers can't work. That's a problem. 10 can't work. That's 24 workers not working. Which is a serious problem. Down over here. Yep. Materials are arriving. And over here as well. Wow. We just had that truck come through and drop Buddy off, and Buddy's getting the job done. It's so cool. This game is so cool. It's just... it's wild. The level of detail and stuff. And the gas station is being worked on as well. It's all moving pretty quickly. Alright, so we've got our perpendicular parking over here, right? I'd like to upgrade some of these roads, but they're still being used to get down to some of these construction sites, I believe. Oh, look at that. We're getting the job done here. Getting the job done. Let's go ahead and assign... Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting to do this. We've made progress, but we're stuck over here. Why are we stuck over here? We out of bricks? Missing boards. Oh, we need boards over here? Yeah, we do. That's the problem. That's why these guys are idling. Because I need to start bringing boards. Now, what are we topped up on? Steel, prefab panels, bricks. Everything's topped up. We need all of it. All right, fine. I guess it's time to add another... what do I need to move again? Boards. So that's open hull. Get you. Let's get you moving from here to here. I want you carrying boards. Started. There we go. Yeah, y'all keep pointing out that these guys have been idling, that these mechanisms haven't been getting any work done, and I keep forgetting to check. So again, thanks for pointing it out and reminding me to check on this stuff. Because yeah, this track should have been much more completed by now, but unfortunately, I didn't realize that we need boards over here. Thankfully, we've got all the bricks that we need. We got a bunch of the steel as well, at least for this phase. So at least work will recommence shortly. Okay, so let's hit play again, because I want to really see how this plays out. First of all, right, kindergarten. Where do I want to put a kindergarten? Or a playground? Either works for me. What about over here? What about over here? We've got space over here. We might be able to fit a small playground, maybe? No. Oh, maybe. Come on, baby. Yes. So that one fits. Does this one fit? This one fits. Does this one fit? This one also fits. Ish. No. Okay. And then there's a giant kindergarten. which I might need to do somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy up over here. I'll pay for this. Playgrounds. They're not. They're fine. I can pay for playgrounds. They're fine. What about over here? Doesn't want to connect though for some reason. I wonder the giant kindergarten. Yeah, it takes a lot of space, eh? I'm gonna have to put one down though, like over here or something. I will need this giant kindergarten. Right, if I pay for you, workers need basic education to work at a playground. Interesting. I'm hoping this will work out. Unspecified. These guys are specified. Not a lot of workers up there, but we have enough people at the fire station and we have enough people at the power plant. Yes. Okay, cool. That's all working. All right, so let's now take a look at... Yeah, so 600 meters, 500 meters, obviously they're fine. 300 meters obviously is fine as well. I could put a parking lot down over here, potentially. Or do we just want to test this out? We've got the buses working so far for here. So let's go ahead and just test this out. All right, folks, finally. Oh my God, I was hoping this would be the first thing I did, but we're finally getting some cars in. Let's go ahead and buy, I mean, like, what are we thinking here? Can I get a good old-fashioned, like, Yugo or something? I don't recognize any of these models. Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Poland, Soviet Union. I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, I do like the beautiful reds. That's a fancy looking car. I guess I could do it based on passenger count, but I imagine these are all 4-passenger vehicles. Well, let's be honest, a 4-passenger vehicle can actually fit 8 passengers. All right, let's see, 150, 145, 130. All right, I'm thinking we get the Soviet Union VZ2106. Let's get 4 of these for starters. All right. So how does this work? Do you need power to sell cars? Because I feel like you do. All right. If that's the case, that's the case. Let's go ahead and get, I believe I've got this connection over here. I can pull another connection over. Where are my power lines? I do have another one being built over here, was the plan. So let's go ahead and fund your construction. Again, these small buildings, I typically just go, yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I feel like it's fine for the small constructs. Where to go? Done. Otherwise we'll be waiting forever for certain things. Let's speed it up. Yeah, so they're definitely not able to sell without power. That part looks clear. Production stopped. I think that's just what it's calling it. I wonder if... It's funny how big this central space has become. It was supposed to be this really slim area, but it's become such a massive central hub. I think I'd like to cut it off over here if possible. That way it feels kind of symmetrical. I think that'd be good for aesthetics and whatnot. Go ahead and pay for the sidewalk over here. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm so excited to see these cars in action. It's just... There's so much going on with this game, too. There's more major updates planned and everything. So I'm really excited to see some of the things in action that have been teased recently. This parking lot will have connections to everything as well, so that's good. It'll be parallel one. And it looks like, yes, they are passed through, so that's good. Where are you going with the... Oh, I see over here. So yeah, the perpendicular parking, rather, sorry, is something that vehicles can pass through, no issue. All right, how are we doing over here? You almost done? I think I'm just gonna pay for it. I'll give it another, like, maybe 10 seconds or something, and I'll just pay for it. I'm sure all of us would like to see cars out on the road. I know I would. feel like I need to get more workers down here. One worker can't go because there's no kindergarten. Same thing over here. I do wonder if I want to get the giant kindergarten down over here. I don't know if I can even fit it, actually. Nope. That's huge. It is huge. I need to... No, there's so much... The footprint is just massive. I think I would need to, yeah, put it down, like, up over here. I think I definitely need to put it down up over here for, you know, some of these guys. What I've planned over here is nowhere near enough. I was underestimating the need for kindergartens. So we'll put one down up over here before we start building these, I think. It's got to be the way we do it. All right, you know what? I've run out of patience. Let's go ahead and pay for you. And let's go ahead and get our electrical connection. Again, it's a bit of a redundancy. Pull you out this way. Because again, like, we're like 90% self-built in this little city. So, you know, it's not like we're at 100% and I'm ruining that 100% self-manufactured or anything like that. If it was 100%, then it'd be a lot more hesitant about paying for anything being built. And now let's cancel this a bit more. And I don't know if I'll ever do 100%. Like, I don't think I'll ever want to pay for, or I'd ever want to manually build every, you know, wire, every, I don't know what else is like too minor to bother with. But there's stuff that is too minor to bother with for sure. There we go. Rotate you around the bend here. Maybe up to here. Then we can take you up this way. Cross. Up this way. And angle is too sharp. Come on. Come on, there we go. There we go. And boom, done. All right, pay for that. So nice to have this money we can just throw away. 6.8. 6.8. All right, power should be had here. I said, there we go. Beautiful, operating without issues. Got buyers in queue. We got sellers available. Are people buying the vehicles? We have people with university education, prefer younger. Oh, there's a literal bar filling that I just completely blinded out on. All right, progress of selling next car. Yeah, make that deal. Beautiful, beautiful cars. Love the colors. Love the colors. Actually, not a bad spot for a car dealership. I wonder, I should definitely upgrade the roads. Again, I'm kind of holding off on them so that construction doesn't have to stop. Oh, there we go. Our first private car on the roads. Oh my God. Almost in an accident right out the dealership. Oh man, that's these cars are fast. All right, where are you off to? So you're carrying one passenger. You're gonna park over here, obviously. Where else are you gonna park? So you've arrived over here. You have a specific owner. All right. Now, where does that owner work? Lapayeva Viera Yurievna. You live at the Brixtonian Flats. Okay. You own a car. Now, how do I see you go to work? This is, I mean, I'm really excited. I'm really excited just to see this happening. Pretty soon we'll see all these red cars driving around, doing their thing. Car number 4. Lots of people interested in buying cars. Not that many cars available. Again, I wanna build my own cars, right? I wanna make that a self-sustainable and self-sustaining industry as well. Okay. Reset owners, just strip people of their vehicles. See, because Over here, everyone's unspecified as to where they can go to work. So I would assume they'll go wherever they can. Or can I now expand how far I can assign workers? No, there are no connections or building is too distant. So I can't do that. What about from the parking garage? I cannot assign where people go with the cars from here. Okay. Trying to figure out how this all kind of works. I wonder if part of the problem is that the people are unassigned. Maybe if I told them where they need to work, they'd definitely drive to work rather than potentially walk to work. Maybe they'll drive to groceries and stuff. I mean, everything's in walking distance up over here, so, you know, if you're like me, when you have the option of walking, you would walk. Yeah, looks like he's got to the shopping center on foot. Didn't take his car down here, obviously. Much easier to walk. There's no parking lot nearby either. I wish you could... Oh my god, he's 73. Oh my god, I don't know if he should be... Hope he got his license properly. Oh man, it's pretty cool how much detail the game gives you. So let's see, your free time is almost over. I want to see what happens when it's work time. Where do you go to work? You just die? Did he just die? Oh my god, I think he just died. I think he just died. I don't know how I feel about that. Lapayeva, what are you up to? Working shift, where do you work? You work at the shopping center. Everyone here works nearby. Why'd you buy a car if you work nearby? What are you doing with these cars? Oh, I want to see. And it's funny to me that I can't... Only one car owner up there. 3 car owners here. These guys are assigned. I want to see... Yeah, I can't tell people to go work there. I'm gonna have to look into exactly how cars function. That's exactly why I wanted to get this dealership done, to just test the waters. I might completely stop production from the dealership temporarily, while we wait to actually get more of the infrastructure up, more of the production and stuff going. But yeah, it's looking good. Up over here. Starting to get backed up, unfortunately. What are you doing here? I mean, just keep rotating, man. Just keep rotating. Loop you around as well. You're fine to pick up. I guess you need to drop that food off. Unload food. There we go. Okay. Where's our other... Nope, that's way too high up north. Or south, rather. Lost my sense of direction there for a second. You're going to the grain storage, yeah. Because we got to make sure we actually empty this thing as well. Yeah, there we go. That's feeling a lot better. That's feeling a lot better. Now we're seeing surplus food, surplus crops, surplus everything. Beautiful, wonderful. I love it. All right, I love it. 153 tons of crops waiting, doing nothing. I feel like we can push you through. Feel like you're needlessly sitting here. Are you moving? Yeah, you're still moving. Good. No jams or anything yet. 50 tons of steel, 111 tons of bricks. No clothes, really. How have you not loaded up on clothes? Oh, of course, because we were bringing clothes down with a train, right? You're still able to load clothes, though. Is there a minimum clothing count we need? All right, you know what? Actually, yeah, so we do need to bring clothes down. I thought I was still bringing clothes down, though. I don't recall stopping clothes. I stopped fabrics. Didn't stop clothes. So let's see what's going on with that. This is what's going on with that. This is a problem. What's our unemployment at? Still only 500-ish. Interesting how that kind of worked out. I need to figure this out. This is a recently born problem that I need to solve. You should be able to come through, yeah. I need to be able to solve this problem. It is going to become a bigger problem. But up over here, you're the one with the clothes, right? 6.5 tons. Were you jammed because of this situation? Potentially. I don't see the connection. I mean, there's the connection here. I don't think that would have done it. You're looping around. You're gonna get stuck there, eh? I need to figure this out. Let you through for now. This was working perfectly until relatively recently. I gotta figure that out. But once he gets through here, this will unlock. There you go. He'll get launched forward, in fact. All right. Well, hopefully that'll, you know, hopefully we'll figure it out soon, folks. Anyway, back on my checkup. I think we're fine over here. Lots of crops, yes. Lots of crops. Workers are coming through still, so this is running okay. All right. Things are moving pretty smoothly, I would say. Things are moving pretty smoothly. I was hoping to... Oh, yes! Where were you going? Where are you coming from? Why didn't I... Ah! Driving around in your free time. Where did you go? I want to know so much. Now you're headed to the parking lot, aren't you? Should have kept an eye on the things happening down over here so I could have seen the cars move. Anyway, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm glad we saw the car sale happen. One thing that's been suggested that I should do over here, I kind of wish I'd made this road an offshoot, is that I should build a gravel road along the side. And what I could do is I could do... Oops, that's a footpath. I could do this kind of a thing where I build a parallel road here. I really like this idea. I wish I thought of it. To build a parallel road so that our exports don't stop. And it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. Okay, there we go. It's now no longer a parallel road, technically. I get you all the way down to here. All the way down here and around the bend. Get you plugged in. There we go. And now I can actually upgrade. We'll give it no streetlights or anything. I don't think we need streetlights. We can just upgrade this section. And we're not auto building it. We're letting our nation build it. But while it's being built, we don't have to cancel our exports, because our vehicles can move down this road while construction is progressing on this road. Beautiful idea. Thank you for the suggestion. It's gonna work wonders. I think it's gonna just speed up the rate of export significantly. Auto search. Let's expand the radius, please. It's time to up the auto search, I think, and let nature, as it were, take its course. And what's the deal over here? We're seeing progress finally. Yes, construction is being worked on. Such a slowdown, such a needless slowdown. But folks, I think this is where we're going to call it a session. It looks like we have ambulances moving around, even though we don't have workers. I don't know how that's working. We'll sort this out. We'll sort this out. We'll figure out what's going on with the cars. But I'm happy to have them on the roads. Folks, this is what I'm going to call a session. It's slightly over an hour, so I apologize for that. Hope y'all don't mind. I hope you enjoyed this session. We're at 7 million. Folks, money is just rolling in. I haven't even begun to establish some of the industries down here that were supposed to be our big money makers. So feeling very comfortable about where we sit. Just got to figure out what the next step is. I think next session what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin planning. Well, I'm going to put down the giant kindergarten. I'm going to continue planning our expansion over here, our industry over here, steel, automobile, electronic components, all that stuff, plastics, everything. I'm going to start planning that while the kindergarten is built, while the city is built up, and while these are built up as well. And that should be our next big challenging step. But if you have any thoughts of your own, let me know in the comments down below. As always, A massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly, and a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.